Have you ever stopped to think that the daily habits you engage in might be robbing you of precious years? It may sound surprising, but little, seemingly harmless actions, like the food you eat, how much you move, or even how stressed you feel, could be quietly undermining your health and future. Many of us unknowingly follow habits that accelerate the aging process and increase the risk of chronic diseases. But imagine if you could reverse that. What if, with just a few small adjustments, you could add years to your life, feel better, and improve your overall well-being? In today's video, we're going to explore 5 everyday habits that might be shortening your life without you even realizing it. These aren't just minor inconveniences, they're dangerous, and the worst part is, they often go unnoticed. From the foods you choose to eat, to the way you manage stress, and even your activity levels. Each of these habits has a direct, measurable impact on your health, energy, and long-term vitality. Take, for example, Sarah, a busy executive who's been juggling work and family life for years. She frequently opts for takeout meals and struggles to make time for exercise, all while dealing with the constant pressure of her demanding job. Over time, these seemingly small choices have taken a toll on her energy levels, her heart health, and even her sleep. Now, Sarah feels sluggish, stressed out, and constantly battling weight gain. But it doesn't have to be this way. Sarah could take charge of her health by making just a few easy changes, and you can too. By sticking with me until the end of this video, you'll not only learn about these 5 damaging habits, but you'll also discover practical, science-backed strategies to reverse the negative effects they may have caused. You'll uncover easy changes that you can start implementing today to improve your heart health, manage your stress, and protect your overall well-being. And here's the best part. These tips won't just help you live longer, they'll help you live better. Imagine feeling more energized, mentally clear, and emotionally balanced as you age. Now, don't miss out on this vital information that could quite literally save your life. Take control of your health today, and trust me, your future self will thank you for it. So, stick around, make those changes, and let's begin this life-changing journey together. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our future health-boosting tips. Your support means everything to me, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share it with anyone who could benefit from these valuable lessons. And before we jump into the details, I want to hear from you. If you're excited about the topic of today's video, drop a 1 in the comments below. If you're not quite sure yet, leave a 0, and let me know how I can make these videos even better for you. Let's get started. 1. Poor diet choices. Have you ever paused for a moment to truly think about the choices you're making when you reach for that quick meal on the go? You know the ones. The processed snacks, the sugary sodas, and the greasy fast food that somehow seem to be the easiest, most convenient options when life gets hectic. But here's the harsh truth. These seemingly harmless and quick fixes might be eroding your health, slowly and silently. I'm not just talking about a little weight gain here or there. I'm talking about something far more serious. These choices, over time, can pile on the risk of chronic diseases like obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure. Conditions that are known to not only drain your energy but can also shave years off your life. Take a moment to imagine the life of John, a 47-year-old father of 2 who's juggling a demanding job as a project manager. His routine is all too familiar. Each morning, he grabs a sugary coffee, convinced it will give him that energy boost he needs. By lunch, he's chowing down on a greasy fast food burger because it's quick and easy. After a long, exhausting day at work, he picks up a takeout pizza for dinner, usually eating it in front of his computer, continuing to work late into the night. Lately, John has noticed he's been gaining weight, feeling more sluggish, and waking up tired, but he brushes it off, attributing it to the pressures of his job and, of course, his age. But here's the problem. What John doesn't realize is that his seemingly normal daily habits are putting him on a dangerous path, one that could lead to some serious health consequences if he doesn't make a change. Every fast food meal, every sugary drink, and every processed snack John consumes is silently inflaming his body. These foods are packed with trans fats, refined sugars, and unhealthy fats that wreak havoc on the body, triggering inflammation that builds up over time. As inflammation continues to grow, harmful cholesterol begins to accumulate in his arteries. Over time, this leads to the formation of plaque, a hard, narrowing buildup that obstructs blood flow. This narrowing process is insidious, gradually making it harder for blood to circulate freely, which increases the risk of devastating cardiovascular diseases such as heart attacks and strokes. But there is still hope. The good news is that John is not beyond saving. With a few simple yet powerful changes to his diet, like swapping those sugary drinks for refreshing water and choosing healthier, whole foods over processed meals, he can begin to reverse the damage. These changes might seem small, but they can have a profound impact on his heart health, reduce inflammation, and significantly lower his risk of chronic disease. It's not just about looking good on the outside, it's about taking care of your body on the inside, where it counts the most. And here's the most important thing I want you to understand. It's never too late to start. It doesn't matter if you're in your 30s, 40s, or beyond. Deciding to change your eating habits today can transform your tomorrow. Trust me, your future self will be incredibly grateful that you took control of your health before it was too late. The body we live in is the only one we'll ever have, and the choices we make now will echo through the rest of our lives. So, take that first step, because you deserve to feel vibrant, energized, and truly alive. 2. Lack of physical activity. Let's dive into something that we often overlook but is slowly, quietly undermining our well-being every single day: being too sedentary. It may seem innocent enough to spend hours at a desk, curled up on the couch, or lost in the glow of the TV screen. But what if I told you that this seemingly harmless habit is one of the most dangerous things we can do for our health? The truth is, prolonged inactivity is like a slow poison that's seeping into our bodies, and many of us don't realize it until it's too late. Think about it. Sitting for hours without moving can set off a series of events in your body that lead to devastating health consequences like obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and even premature death. And these aren't just statistics or medical jargon. They're very real threats that lower your quality of life and can shorten the precious time you have. I know how easy it is to get sucked into a routine where physical activity just doesn't seem urgent. After all, you're busy, life is demanding, and it feels like you don't have the time or energy for a workout. But we need to ask ourselves, at what cost? Take someone like Tom, for example. Tom's a 52-year-old IT consultant who spends nearly every waking moment in front of a computer, working remotely from home. Between his endless video calls, emails, and back-to-back meetings, he barely has time to breathe, let alone take a walk. When his workday finally ends, he plops down on the couch, escaping into the world of TV shows and video games, trying to unwind. It's easy to see how Tom's routine is all too familiar. He's caught in the web of technology and convenience, but at what expense? Over time, Tom has gained weight, his energy has taken a nosedive, and his back and joints ache with every movement. He hasn't connected the dots between his sedentary lifestyle and the gradual decline in his health. He's not alone. Many of us are too caught up in our routines to realize just how much inactivity is affecting us. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. But here's the harsh truth. Sedentary behavior isn't just about putting on a few extra pounds. It's about putting your body at risk for chronic diseases that can leave you vulnerable, exhausted, and aging faster than you should. When you don't move, your muscles weaken, your heart struggles to stay strong, and your metabolism slows to a crawl. You might not notice the damage right away, but trust me, it's happening. The good news? You have the power to change it. It doesn't require a complete lifestyle overhaul or extreme workouts. Small, consistent changes can make all the difference. You don't need to start with a marathon or a gym membership. Just aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate-intensity aerobic activity each week. That's just 30 minutes 5 days a week, whether it's walking, cycling, swimming, or even dancing around your living room. It doesn't matter how you move, as long as you start moving. Over time, this small commitment can help you build strength, improve circulation, regulate blood sugar, and boost your heart health. And here's the magic part. You'll feel more alive, more energized. You'll wake up with more zest for life. It's like you're breathing life into your own body, and the benefits are exponential. I can't emphasize this enough. Physical activity is a powerful tool in your hands, one that can add years to your life. It's never too late to start. The body you're in today doesn't have to be the body you stay in forever. Make the choice today to move, and in doing so, you're choosing to fight for your health, your happiness, and your future. 3. Chronic stress. Chronic stress. It's a phrase we hear all too often, but how many of us truly understand the depth of its impact on our lives? It's that constant, nagging presence, creeping into our thoughts and our routines without us even noticing. Between the endless demands of work, the responsibilities of family, and the ever-growing financial worries, stress often feels like something we have no choice but to accept. It's like a constant companion that never lets us breathe. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Chronic stress, the kind that lingers day after day, month after month, year after year, does far more than just make us feel drained. It doesn't merely leave us anxious or worried for a short time. It silently tears down our physical health, often in ways we don't even realize until it's too late. Let's look at Lisa. Lisa is a 40-year-old single mother and nurse working long shifts in a busy, high-pressure hospital. On top of that, she's a devoted mom to 2 young children, one with special needs. From dawn to late into the night, Lisa is running from one responsibility to the next, putting out fires at work and home. Bills pile up, her kids need attention, and her job demands long hours of emotional and physical labor. In the midst of all this, she has little to no time for herself. Stress has become so deeply embedded in her routine that it feels like she doesn't even know what it's like to live without it. She's started to believe that stress is just a part of life. Everyone has it, right? And she's managing it, or so she thinks. But behind the scenes, Lisa's body is paying the price. What once might have seemed like minor inconveniences, frequent colds, headaches, fatigue, have now become a regular part of her life. Her blood pressure is creeping up. She feels mentally and emotionally drained, and the weight of it all seems to be getting heavier. Her body is no longer able to bounce back from the stress like it once did. The physical toll is becoming impossible to ignore. What Lisa doesn't realize, however, is that these issues, these seemingly unrelated symptoms, are all connected to the stress her body has been under for years. The real culprit here is cortisol, the so-called stress hormone, which is wreaking havoc on her health in ways that are invisible on the surface. Cortisol is released by your adrenal glands when your body is in a state of stress. It's a natural response to keep you alert and able to act quickly in moments of danger. In short bursts, it's helpful. Think about it. When you're facing a tight deadline, that little boost of cortisol might give you the burst of energy you need to focus and get things done. But when stress becomes chronic, when cortisol is constantly elevated because we never truly get a break, this helpful hormone turns into a slow-burning poison. In Lisa's case, the continuous release of cortisol has been taxing her immune system, making her more susceptible to infections and illness. The body isn't able to repair itself as quickly because it's always in fight or flight mode. And it's not just the immune system that's affected. Elevated cortisol increases blood pressure, putting stress on the heart and making it more difficult for the body to recover after physical exertion. Over time, this can increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, and other cardiovascular issues. But the mental toll is just as significant. Prolonged high cortisol levels are linked to mental health struggles such as chronic anxiety, depression, and a constant sense of overwhelm. It feels like you're always on edge, ready to snap. But what Lisa doesn't know is that this ongoing battle between her body and her stress is slowly eroding her mental and physical well-being. It's easy to dismiss stress as something everyone deals with, and in many ways, we've become conditioned to accept it as just a part of life. But it doesn't have to be this way. You have the power to take control. The good news is, there are simple, manageable ways to begin the healing process and reduce the damage that chronic stress has caused. It's not about completely eradicating stress. Let's face it, life will always throw challenges our way. But it is about finding balance, learning to listen to your body, and taking proactive steps to ease the pressure. So, what can Lisa do to break this cycle? It all starts with small, intentional actions. It doesn't require a complete overhaul of her life, but it does require a commitment to herself and her well-being. For Lisa, the first step might be setting aside just 10 minutes a day to practice deep breathing or meditation. It might feel impossible at first. How can you find 10 minutes in a day that's already stretched too thin? But over time, these small moments of mindfulness will have a profound impact on her stress levels. Meditation and deep breathing exercises help lower cortisol levels by signaling to the body that it is safe to relax and let go of the tension. The mind and body are intrinsically connected, and when you calm one, you help calm the other. There are other tools, too. Exercise, whether it's a quick walk in the fresh air or a session of yoga, can significantly reduce cortisol levels. Regular physical activity helps the body reset, boosts mood, and helps clear the mental fog that chronic stress creates. Nutrition plays a crucial role, too. A diet rich in whole, nutrient-dense foods can help strengthen the body's defenses against stress. Incorporating more fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats into your meals can support the body's natural ability to handle stress. But perhaps the most important thing to understand is that managing stress is not a one-time fix. It's a lifelong commitment to caring for yourself. It's about finding moments of stillness amidst the chaos, allowing yourself the space to breathe, reflect, and recharge. It's about setting boundaries, saying no when necessary, and not feeling guilty about prioritizing your health and happiness. For Lisa, it might mean taking a break from the constant pressure of her responsibilities and accepting that it's okay not to do everything all at once. Stress doesn't have to control you. You have the power to regain balance, protect your heart, boost your immune system, and find peace amidst the storm. It's never too late to start. The simple practice of slowing down, breathing deeply, and permitting yourself to rest can make a world of difference. Your body and mind will thank you, because they deserve it. And so do you. 4. Smoking. Let's dive into a topic that has cast a dark shadow over the health of millions for decades: smoking. It's one of those issues that's been endlessly discussed, and the warnings have been loud and clear. Despite the overwhelming research, the countless public health campaigns, and the ever-growing understanding of its dangers, smoking remains one of the leading causes of preventable death, not just in the United States, but across the globe. And the shocking reality is that even if you only smoke occasionally, or if you're exposed to secondhand smoke, the repercussions for your health can be deadly. The most disturbing part? The damage doesn't always show up right away. It sneaks up on you slowly, quietly, until one day, it's already too late. Take Mike, for example. He's a 55-year-old construction manager who has been smoking for more than 30 years. Like many others, Mike started smoking in his 20s, thinking it was a harmless way to relax after a long day of work or to fit in with his friends. For years, he convinced himself that he could quit whenever he wanted, that smoking wasn't a big deal. But now, as he nears his mid-50s, the consequences are starting to take their toll. Mike now struggles to catch his breath after climbing even a single flight of stairs. His doctor has warned him about dangerously high blood pressure, and to make matters worse, Mike has recently been diagnosed with early-stage emphysema. This is just the beginning of what could be a long, painful road filled with life-altering health complications. What Mike doesn't realize is that each cigarette he smoked over the years has been quietly chipping away at his health. Every puff was silently accelerating his risk of developing serious, often life-threatening diseases like lung cancer and heart disease. Conditions that, once they've taken hold, are incredibly difficult to reverse. The truth is, smoking doesn't just harm the smoker. It harms everyone who is exposed to the smoke, whether they're inhaling it directly or breathing in the secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke contains the same dangerous chemicals as the smoke you inhale, and the effects on those around you can be just as deadly. Imagine this: your spouse, your children, your coworkers, everyone you love, breathing in the toxic air that you exhale. The people closest to you, the ones who matter the most, are exposed to the same risks. They're just as vulnerable as you are. The tragic reality is that many people don't even realize how harmful secondhand smoke can be until it's too late. But there's a bright side to all of this. Quitting smoking is one of the best things you can do for your health. And while it may not be easy, the benefits of quitting are undeniable and worth the effort. If you're worried that it's too late, or that the damage is already done, let me reassure you, it's never too late to make a change. The sooner you quit, the better your chances of reversing some of the damage that's been done to your body. Just 20 minutes after quitting, your heart rate and blood pressure begin to drop. After a few months, your lung function starts to improve, and within a year, your risk of heart disease is cut in half. If you stick with it for a few years, your risk of stroke is also significantly reduced. These benefits aren't just physical, they're mental and emotional as well. Quitting smoking allows you to take back control of your life, to free yourself from the chains that have held you back for so long. If you're considering quitting, let me tell you this: it's never too late. The journey might not be easy, and you may face some tough moments along the way, but it's worth it. And you don't have to do it alone. There are countless resources, support groups, and professionals who can help you every step of the way. With determination, support, and a willingness to fight for your future, you can overcome this addiction. Imagine what it will feel like to wake up each day knowing that you've taken control of your health, that you're no longer living in the shadow of a dangerous habit. The road to quitting might seem long, but remember, every single day without a cigarette is a victory. You're adding years to your life. You're improving your quality of life. You're protecting your health and the health of those around you. Your family, your friends, and even your co-workers will thank you for it. Quitting smoking is not just about living longer. It's about living better, about feeling stronger, and about enjoying every moment to the fullest. Your body will thank you. Your mind will thank you. And most importantly, your loved ones will thank you. It's time to break free from the grip of smoking. Your future self will look back and be eternally grateful for the decision you make today. Don't wait. Take that first step now. Your life, your health, and the people you care about depend on it. 5. Inadequate sleep. Let's pause for a moment and reflect on something that most of us tend to overlook, yet it holds the incredible power to determine not only how long we live, but how well we live: sleep. In today's world, where hustle and bustle are considered a badge of honor, many of us believe that skipping a few hours of sleep now and then is no big deal. We often convince ourselves that we can push through the fatigue, telling ourselves that it's just a few nights, that we'll catch up soon. But what if I told you that depriving yourself of sleep isn't just a harmless habit? What if I told you that consistently getting too little sleep could be silently shortening your lifespan, eroding your health, and diminishing your quality of life? The reality is, chronic sleep deprivation has far-reaching consequences that affect nearly every part of your body and mind, leading to serious health issues that slowly build up, like a ticking time bomb. And by the time you realize it, the damage may already be done. Let's think for a moment. It's easy to justify skimping on sleep when life gets busy. Work deadlines, family obligations, social events, and the constant pull of entertainment can make sleep feel like a luxury we simply don't have time for. But here's the harsh truth: sleep is not a luxury. It is an absolute necessity. It is the body's natural healing process, And when we rob ourselves of it, we are robbing our bodies of their ability to repair and restore. Think about it. When was the last time you woke up feeling completely rested, energized, and ready to take on the day? If the answer isn't just about every day, then you're probably not getting enough rest. And what's even more troubling, you may not even realize the toll it's taking on your body until it's too late. Take Mark, for example. Mark is a 42-year-old software engineer. He's what you'd call a night owl by nature. For years, he's been staying up late, whether it's catching up on work, scrolling through his phone, or binge-watching his favorite shows. He's convinced himself that he can handle it. Just 5 or 6 hours of sleep here and there won't hurt, right? But lately, Mark's been feeling the effects. He's constantly tired, and it's getting harder and harder to focus at work. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. His energy levels are low, and he's finding himself getting sick more often. What Mark didn't realize is that the lack of sleep is doing far more than just making him tired. He recently went to see his doctor, who told him that his sleep deprivation is contributing to high blood pressure and weakening his immune system. This, in turn, makes him more vulnerable to infections. But it doesn't end there. Mark's doctor also warned him that his chronic lack of sleep puts him at a higher risk for heart disease, cognitive decline, and even mental health issues like anxiety and depression. The problem is that Mark isn't alone. There are millions of people out there, just like him, who are walking around in a perpetual state of sleep deprivation. They feel like they can get by, that they can keep pushing through the exhaustion. But what they don't realize is that their lack of sleep is quietly working against them. So, why does sleep matter so much? Well, it turns out that sleep is the body's natural healing mechanism. It's during sleep that our bodies repair themselves, consolidate memories, and strengthen our immune systems. When we don't get enough sleep, our bodies are unable to perform these vital functions properly. Instead of healing, our immune system weakens, our blood pressure rises, and our risk for heart disease and stroke increases. But it's not just the physical effects. Sleep deprivation also disrupts cognitive function, leaving us more forgetful, less sharp, and more prone to mood swings. It doesn't stop there. Chronic sleep problems, such as insomnia or sleep apnea, can lead to mental health struggles like anxiety and depression. And it gets even worse. These sleep issues can also contribute to the development of serious conditions like obesity and diabetes. Essentially, when you don't get enough sleep, your body's entire system begins to break down. What starts as a few missed hours of sleep can snowball into much bigger health issues, affecting everything from your heart to your waistline to your state of mind. But here's the silver lining. It's never too late to make a change. If you're reading this and realizing that your sleep habits may not be as healthy as they should be, don't worry. You have the power to take control of your health and well-being by prioritizing sleep. The first step is simple. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. But it's not just about the quantity of sleep, it's about the quality. Sleeping more isn't enough if your sleep is restless or disturbed. What Mark could start doing is creating a bedtime routine that allows his body to wind down. He could set aside an hour or so each night to disconnect from screens and work, giving his mind a chance to relax. Instead of scrolling through his phone or watching TV before bed, he could try reading, meditating, or simply lying down in a quiet space. This would help his body prepare for rest and improve the quality of his sleep. The bottom line is, sleep isn't a luxury or an afterthought, it's an absolute necessity for your health. You wouldn't drive a car without oil, and you shouldn't expect your body to run properly without proper rest. If you're not getting enough sleep, it's time to make a change. Your health, your energy, and even your mood depend on it. Make sleep a priority, and you'll see a world of difference in how you feel, how you think, and how you live your life. Your body is crying out for rest. Answer the call before it's too late. You deserve to feel vibrant, energetic, and healthy, not run down and exhausted. Start tonight, and start seeing the benefits tomorrow. So, there you have it. Sleep is not just a luxury, it's an absolute necessity. From its profound impact on your physical health to its influence on your mental well-being, proper sleep is a foundational part of living a long, healthy life. I hope today's discussion has helped you realize just how important it is to prioritize rest and take charge of your sleep habits before it's too late. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What have you learned today? Is there one key takeaway that you're going to apply to your own life? Maybe it's the importance of getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every night. Or perhaps you're inspired to create a bedtime routine that'll help you wind down and improve your sleep quality. Whatever it is, drop a comment below and let me know. Let's share our thoughts and help each other grow. And if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, share it with others, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable tips. Your health matters, and together, we can all live our best, most vibrant lives. Thanks for watching.